Act 4, Scene 3 is the longest scene of the play, and most of it is pretty much a great big test by Malcolm. So, in this scene, we are in England with Malcolm, and Macduff, who we learned earlier in the act had come to England to join him. Macduff shows up, and he is here to tell Malcolm, hey, I've got an army. Macbeth's a tyrant. We should get rid of him, and you should be king. But Malcolm, instead of saying, yes, great, that's exactly what I'm plotting here, let's go get him, starts to go on and on and on and on and on about how much worse he is than Macbeth. And this is concerning because Macbeth is not a good guy at this point in the play, but Malcolm is insisting to Macduff that as bad as Macbeth is, he's worse. And so Macduff at first is like, no, you can't be worse than Macbeth. That can't be true. You're exaggerating. You're being modest about your skills. It's normal to be nervous about being king. But as Malcolm insists, no, I am the epitome of evil, Macduff finally throws up his hands and says, all right, I'm done. I am so upset because Scotland is never going to be free of tyranny, and you, Malcolm, if you are this evil, you don't deserve to live, and I'm going to go solve the Scotland problem on my own because everything sucks. And at this point, Malcolm basically gives him the slow clap and says, you passed the test. Welcome to the revolution. My name is Malcolm, and I'm going to be your next king. The reason for all of this, for all of Malcolm's lies, because Malcolm is not actually worse than Macbeth. He is not any of those things that he claims to be. Malcolm is afraid of being betrayed or murdered and isn't sure whether or not he can trust the people who come to see him. Because a long time ago, Malcolm and Macbeth used to be friends. They used to fight together, trust each other. But now, since Macbeth has turned, and it also sounds like has sent people to try and attempt to murder Malcolm, Malcolm's being cautious in who he decides to trust. So Macduff's outburst about how Malcolm should just die if he's that evil and how Scotland deserves so much better. Macduff's loyalty to Scotland convinces Malcolm that Macduff is trustworthy, and Malcolm then says, yeah, I'm gathering an army. We'd love to have your soldiers, and we can go take down Macbeth together. Yay! At this point, Ross, one of the members of Macbeth's court, the same one who we saw talking to Lady Macduff in the last scene, arrives with really, really bad news. So he breaks the news to Macduff that his whole family has been murdered, including his children, to Macduff's disbelief. And Malcolm tries to comfort him, saying, be a man, get your revenge, let's go to battle, and you can fight out all of your feelings on the battlefield. And Macduff gives us a different version of what it is to be a man and says, no, I'm going to grieve, like my family is dead, and I need to feel that, and I need to remember them. Malcolm and Ross keep trying to, cheer him up, saying revenge is the best medicine, and eventually Macduff, although he's still insistent that he's upset, he's going to feel his feelings, his family deserves him to show his love through mourning, that yeah, he's gonna go get revenge on Macbeth, and the moment he sees Macbeth, he's gonna kill him. And Malcolm says, excellent, that's what I'm talking about, let's go kill ourselves a tyrant.